Guys, gals, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name's Liquid Hotshot. Hope everyone's doing really well today. We're here on Europa Universalis IV for our extended timeline run. As Ordovica, the main goal of the campaign is to eventually form Rome and colonise Africa, but at the moment we've just come out of a war with Rome. We're trying to take a couple of these coastal provinces here in Belgium and northern France to try and get a bit more trade power in the English Channel trade node, which has gone up due to these Germanic zealots that have risen up after our war with Rome. Didn't go quite as planned, basically because Saxony came up. We are now Miltech 9, and we was in a fight with the Romans. We would have beat one of their legions if it weren't for Saxon reinforcements. It was like, I think, 10,000 men, like not a full 15 stack combat width against 40,000, and they were just getting absolutely pumped. Slaughtered, I should say. But yeah, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, we do grand strategy games here, and I finished up the CK3 series yesterday. I didn't feel as though there's much replayability left in that specific campaign. I'll probably go back to CK3 at some point, whether it's with the new DLCs that they drop, or to play a game before then in a different part of the world. But yeah, we're here on Europa Universalis IV, and without any further ado, Rome no longer considers me a rival. Is that because you've been twatted militarily? Potentially. They don't have enough men to get up to my amount of men without having a ton of mercenaries. That their army's basically mercenaries at this point. And we're currently just on... We're just trying to rebuild. We managed to get all our armies back. Income's going to trickle back up a little bit here and there. We've got some Brigantian separatists. In where, sorry? Pons Alus. Am I blind? Oh, here, okay. So some separatists there. So we'll have one of the army. It'll probably be you. So we'll have a general on you. Get that movement. Bit of shock as well. Not bad. We'll have him, I guess, there, because he's not going to attrition there. And then we'll have him move down when these rebels pop, just to handle that. And other than that, we don't have rebels. We're just waiting for manpower to tick back up, and we're just prospering at the moment. Other than that last war with Rome we had in the last episode, we are doing well. Militarily, we're one of the strongest people on the planet at the current moment in time out of people we know. We did trash the Roman fleet a couple times. And we did deal them some big casualties to the point where they had to bring in mercenaries. But I am kind of worried here about the two big powers forming. Francia, part of Germany, as well as most of northern France. And then we've got Courtier here, who have Brittany and... I would call that mid-south France, because it's south of North France and stuff. And Gallia's been pushed to a province minor. We could probably ally with them. Maybe give them a staging base, like use them as a staging base for other wars. You're also allied with Galicia, who's down here, who would also take an alliance. Who are you? Syracusia. You take an alliance. I mean, that could be worthwhile in case we go to war with Francia, or Saxony is still, you know, an ally of Rome. I would rather lose the reform progress. Don't want to take a stab here. We're still in negative prestige. Don't know how we're doing for tech. 4 years ahead in Diplo and Mill, but we are behind on admin quite significantly now. But I guess we won't be conquering it as much for a while. And we're going to just have Rome right here. And I guess Frisia's no longer a thing.
That's a big rip. So royal marriage with Syracusia, because they're Germanic, and we'll improve relations with them as well. And this, I mean, it's what, 15,000 men. It's a quarter of my army military might, but you know, it is something to work towards. Francia doesn't like Rome, but nor do they like me. We could probably use Francia against Rome and then stab Francia in the back, but I'm thinking a bit too aggressively here. We need to kind of sit back, relax, let manpower trickle up, try and get back in the game admin tech wise, and do a bit of deving up as well, because obviously we need to form Wales before we can form Rome. And I think at this point in the game, Rome is still a big powerhouse. Like, obviously, they don't have much of Gaul left. And there are people blobbing like Parthia and Japeda and Francia, and obviously myself. But I think we just need to sit back. We've got some time here that we can play with to just develop the own country, get the economy working, form Wales, and then I think when we've formed Wales, that's when we'll start to expand. I think that's a fair point. Just want to thank you guys for all the support. You're insane. Twitch has been growing really well. I've got to kind of attribute half of that maybe to YouTube, because I recommend it in every single video I release. So if you want to go hang out with myself on Twitch, then feel free to do so. The link's in the description. We're live Monday through Thursdays, sorry, with some special streams here and there. But I'm trying to test a couple of things. So it's currently Sunday for me here in the UK, and I've shut my blinds even though it's 5:30 because of the issue with my green screen. But part of the trying and testing methods to try and see what works for us, I'm going to stream, when I'm streaming tomorrow's a 6-hour stream on Twitch, as in Monday. I'm also going to be streaming it on YouTube as well, and see if you guys would be interested in watching a Hoi 4 multiplayer live. I mean, there's not much saturation when it comes to live streams on YouTube, so it might be worthwhile. Maybe it help us grow the YouTube channel a bit, and then hopefully people who are on the YouTube would maybe go and hang out on Twitch as well. So we're gonna try it for a week of streaming here on YouTube. So you'll probably see live streams. I mean, feel free to go back and watch them, because what I live stream, I don't record for YouTube. So it's completely different. So it is new content. It's not like if you were to watch a live stream on YouTube, then I'd take that footage from the live stream and whack it in a video. At the moment, I'm not doing anything like that. And you wouldn't be getting any spoilers, because I don't cover this series on Twitch. And I don't cover... Well, I didn't cover, because it's past tense now. I didn't cover CK3 on Twitch neither. So yeah, just wanted to clarify that. But I'm very excited for the future, guys. Doing very well. And also, a part of the new trying and testing methods, let me know if you like the music behind the video. I've turned off the actual game music, but we've got some copyright-free music here in the background, so I can't get copyright claims or anything like that. The DMCA can't take down videos or anything like that. So yeah, let me know if you like it. I like a little addition to that. Just changes up the YouTube vibe a bit. Gives a bit more of the uplifting, chill music to watch here and there. But yeah, please do let me know if you are enjoying the music in the background. And like I said, we're just kind of sitting around. Just kind of sitting around. 2 years ahead. Could do a bit of deving. Britain, Welsh. And we're not going to use admin. Just dev her up. I think that's Canterbury, Coventry, Canterbury, maybe, because it's near London. It would make sense. Increase the dev a bit. Yeah, I know it's only a livestock province, guys. I don't want to see the comments saying, "Oh, why are you deving up a cow province, man? What, do you want them to make more milk?" Well, he needs some milk. We don't need cows, but we need the development anyway. And it's one of the cheaper provinces to do. We need to continue to increase the development in states that are culturally Welsh. So then when the majority of the development in our country is Welsh, then we can change our culture to Welsh and start changing the culture of the provinces to Welsh, and then there you go. Boom, nailed it. Culture shifting 101 with your boy Luke. I think we stole a couple ships from Rome because we are ahead of our force limit quite, like, by 4 ships. I think we might have stolen a couple lights or potentially galleys. They didn't have many lights. They had or transport, sorry. They didn't have many lights because obviously most of their naval battles, if they have any, take place in the Mediterranean, so it just makes sense. We are kind of knowing what's going on in the Middle East now, which I guess is cool. But I don't think it would be realistic. I mean, starting off the campaign, it wouldn't have been realistic to see any of the Anatolia because obviously you're a 2-province minor in the British Isles, off the coast of Europe. So you know, you wouldn't really be like, yeah, what's going on in that desert that I don't even know about? I've never even been to. But I guess after securing the whole of the British Isles and being at war with Rome multiple times, word would probably get to you. You would assume. We'll lose some more reform progress. Again. Trying to get ahead in admin. That would be quite good. Would be quite good. I think it's ancient imperialism now. So we'll call that diplomat from Syracusa. Yeah, it's ancient imperialism. So it's not yet present in the capital. But this is Britain culture, so I don't really want to dev the capital. It's present in London primarily because of the fact that it's a Welsh province, so it's been debbed quite high. I mean, some of these provinces are not even connected, but they get ancient imperialism because of getting devved up, right? And every time you dev up, you get an increasing percentage of the... Ooh, inhabit D. You're just what culture? You Pictish. Okay. It's just a grain province, so I guess just take the manpower. So yeah, every time you dev up a province, you get you work towards 100% in that institution, right? And when a province has that institution present, you haven't embraced it as a country, but that, so as you can see, London has ancient imperialism present, right? So then that spreads passively to the provinces adjacent, so to Cambridge, Kent, Sussex, and stuff like that. And then in turn, I think this is because these provinces have been devved. I don't quite understand that Welsh, Britain. Yes, I can understand Derby being at 20% already because it's been devved. It's a Welsh province. But I don't necessarily understand. But yeah, that just ticks up every month, slightly. And then when you get, I think it's over 50%, and you got enough money to do so, you can embrace it, and obviously you get the tech cost down. I want to see though how, like, so it's present in Rome, but Rome won't get it for a very long time. So eventually they'll be behind in tech because not embracing institutions gives a tech cost modifier, so it costs a ton if you don't have the institutions. So I guess it's good that have got stole, or just got a ton of money from the wars we've had with Rome, so that we don't necessarily have to have it 50%. Like, we can just pay. Like, it's somewhat present. It's present in the capital and in some provinces, not 50%, but it is expensive, if that makes sense. But then again, because I'm not funding a war, like, I'm just making a ton of money every month. Like, 1.5 ducats now, because inflation's quite high, right? But other than that, and probably because we're over force limit in the Navy because of the galleys, but because of the transport, sorry. But yeah, like, it's not bad money, obviously. When we get a bigger slice of the English Channel, we earn 5 ducats there. And when we find out what the North Sea trade now is, and when we get early colonial, like, when do we get our early ideas? So we get ideas at Tech 12, so we're not far away from these ideas, right? But we have to take the early ones, so we can't take, like, because of the technology level, we can't take, like, colonialism, which is a shame, I think. You know, you can't say, oh, look, here, we're gonna colonize this one island, like, offshore to our land. But then again, I guess it's good because, you know, a country in the year 200 wouldn't understand how to get across the Atlantic Ocean, for example. But ideas-wise, trade would be good. Force limit for the Navy, yes, that would be really good in fairness. Diplotech, trade range, goods produced, and ship costs. That'd probably be a good Diplo idea. But then again, the extra discipline. But then I'm thinking, because we're Britain, we'd be building a big navy and we'd be making a ton of money trade-wise for a while. You know, because we're in the British Isles, we'll be Wales and, you know, have a biggish fleet. Protecting trade. Making sure no one can invade us. And obviously exerting influence overseas because of that. So, because I think it'll be another couple hundred years before we at least even get a massive foothold in France. I mean, the fact that we've got Calais now is just good because it gives us a stepping stone into both. We can get claims on in the coast of Holland, so against Francia and Anglia. But then also we can get claims on Cortia, Gallia, and Francia because of our regular provinces. But just having this gives us the, you know, the staging base, I guess you could say, to move into Europe from Calais. So, Benning neglect. It seems that the government that governs the least governs the best as far as those outside the capital are concerned. Our non-involvement in Hull's affairs has proved beneficial. And the local economy is booming. They can do things on their own? Question mark. So it's a naval supplies. So local trade power. Is that a trade province? It's not. So it gives 0.4 trade power. If it moves, tax it. Or manpower. No, I think give it extra trade power, I guess. You know, it's Hull historically is quite a, obviously it's the majority of it. I mean, if you go to Hull nowadays, there's like massive bridge. Like, I'm not a big fan of heights, and there's a massive bridge that goes across the estuary. So an estuary is basically like a river, as you can see. So the rivers in the game come into Hull and then out to the sea, right? So where it goes from a river into the ocean directly, that's an estuary. So there's a massive like bridge, suspension bridge over that. And like, I remember the first time going over it a couple years ago when we were in Hull, I just wasn't a fan, like, whatsoever. I don't like heights or anything like that. So He did spook me a bit, but no, Hull is a very, you know, it has its fair share of shipyards, and it does build a lot of naval stuff in the modern day UK. So you could see that in the game. But yeah, that's going to have to cut it for today's episode, guys. So if you enjoyed, please do drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new. Check out the links in the description, please, if you want to. It's all up to you. And I hope to see you when I'm live streaming next on Twitch or on YouTube. But yeah, guys, take it easy, stay safe out there. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.